Welcome to Estonian Cricket Weekly. I am Ragne Hallik. Before we start, don't forget to like the video, subscribe and share it with your friends to help us spread Estonian cricket to the world. This week, the Estonian national women's team travelled to Helsinki to play the Finnish Cup against Finland, and ECA Performance Director Richard Cox was in Tallinn to run training sessions with the men's national team on Saturday and the women's national team on Sunday. Here's head coach Terry O'Connor with a review of the team's trip to Finland.
On Saturday, December 17, the Estonian women's national team caught a morning ferry to Helsinki to take on the Finnish side in a T10 match for the 2022 Finest Cup. The majority of the team have been playing cricket for less than 2 years, with some having only picked up the game in the last few months. As such, the main purpose of the trip was to gain experience. Many of the players have only played indoor formats, and as such, T10, even if played inside a huge sports hall, was something new for them. Some indoor rules were still incorporated into the game. Wides and no balls would only be re-bowled in the 10th over, and as such, those bowled in overs 1 to 9 would be worth 2 runs. Unfortunately, the team was without captain Anna-Marie Vesic, who had to pull out due to illness. Shirley Pattenden stepped in to lead the side in her absence, and she won the toss and elected to bowl first. The match began well for Estonia, with them dismissing Finnish opener Ragne Hallik for 4, caught behind by Ragne Hallik off the bowling of Laima Dalvina in the 3rd over. And in the next over, the other opener, Stella Sheridan, was out hit wicket off the bowling of Hannah Cross. Unfortunately, the wides and no balls started to build up, and with the pressure being released from them, the Finns were able to start scoring well. And despite Jannica Horn picking up a wicket in each of her 2 overs, bowling Divya Unhala and getting Thanayiga Tavayogaraya caught by Shirley Pattenden, Finland ended their 10 overs on 91 for 4, greatly helped by a massive 58 runs coming from wides and no balls. In contrast to the good start of their bowling innings, the batting innings got off to an awful start for Estonia, with Geetma Marianka out-caught off the 2nd ball. And the wickets continued to fall with a frightening regularity. Amy Pattenden was bowled for 1, Binishwani was caught behind for a duck, Katarina Singh also caught behind for 2. Ragne Hallik was run out for 1, and Natalie Tikhonravova run out for 2. Olga Galimova was the top scorer for the team with 4 not out, and Shirley Pattenden was not out without scoring. So Estonia scored 47 for 6, and Finland ran out winners by 44 runs. Despite the defeat, there were some positives to take away. The fielding was excellent, every catching chance was held, and everyone in the field backed up well and prevented a lot of runs with their ground fielding. For the most part, the communication between the batters was very good, and they played as a team and supported each other. But the biggest positive was how much they learned and their desire to improve and keep going. A huge thanks to Cricket Finland for organising and inviting us over, especially Maya Scummins, and we look forward to hosting them in 2023.
The 2022 Women's Indoor League was completed last week. Here is a review of the league.
The first ever Estonian Women's Indoor League was comprised of 3 teams: Saaremaa Cricket Club, Tallinna Cricket Club and Tiskra Penguins. Each team played each other twice, with the side that picked up the most points from their 4 matches crowned league champions. Week 1, Saaremaa and Tiskra Penguins met, and the opening game was so tight it ended in a tie. Saaremaa then came out on top in Game 2 with a 17-run victory. Next up, Tiskra Penguins and Tallinna met. Due to a late injury to a player, Tallinna only had 5, and Tiskra were able to rack up 2 comprehensive victories. In the final week, it was Tallinna versus Saaremaa, and the whole league was plagued by illness and injury, with 8 women who were supposed to play unable to. Tallinna were the worst hit, and it was a miracle that they were able to field a team. Saaremaa won both games and so ended the league in first place on 7 points, followed by Penguins on 5. 13-year-old Amy Pattenden of Saaremaa finished as the highest run scorer with 44 runs from 32 balls. Geetma Madarianka of Tiskra Penguins also had 44 runs, but from 48 balls. And her teammate Binishwani was third with 39 runs from 43 balls. The leading wicket taker for the league was Katarina Singh from Penguins, who took 3 for 39, followed by Kophana Anjali, also of Penguins, with 2 for 17, and Tallinna's Natali Tikhonravova with 2 for 25. The top 3 players for fielding dismissals were all from Tiskra Penguins: Binishwani with 1 catch and 4 runouts, Geetma Madarianka with 2 catches and 2 runouts, and Olga Galamova with 2 catches.
There will be a new introduction to cricket program for women and girls ages 13 and over, starting January 22nd. Registration is now open. If you're interested, contact development@estoniancricket.com. This is the last Estonian Cricket Weekly for 2022. And on behalf of everyone from ECA, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We will be back in January with everything happening in Estonian cricket. Thanks to our sponsors, Bluff VPN, Sportsbet.io, HML Project Management, Nordecon Beton, and Hi.com for their continued support of cricket in Estonia.